the truth is that the way we fight money laundering, the way obliged entities, the way the subject persons have to help us fight money laundering is mired in a lot of regulation and the implementation of laws. And so sometimes we tend to forget or be disconnected with why we are actually doing it. So when we're speaking about money laundering, quite simply, it's the process of placing funds that have been generated illegally into the financial system in some way so that they are disconnected from the criminal activity, and so that even the persons that conducted that criminal activity, their identity is sort of obfuscated and one cannot connect the funds that are being used to the person and to the crime. Now, when we're talking about criminal activity, we're not necessarily always talking about petty things such as petty theft or shoplifting, for instance. We're talking about large, sophisticated, organized crime groups. And when we look at the type of activities that they carry out, which they conduct for a profit, before anything else, it's abhorrent crimes such as drug trafficking, arms trafficking, human smuggling, human trafficking, child sexual exploitation. All this is horribly destructive, and it has an immense social cost on us and all the people around us. So this is something that causes a lot of harm to society around us. So once then we try to fight money laundering, we make it harder for these organized crime groups, for the criminals to enjoy the proceeds of their crime. So once it's harder to do that, once it's harder to enjoy the funds that you've generated in a way that allows you to be separated from the activity that you've carried out, then the risk to reward ratio becomes a bit skewed, and perhaps it would serve to discourage the criminals from those activities, besides disrupting criminal rings. Tax evasion, for instance, is another predicate offense for money laundering. So you will have large businesses that are purposely failing to declare the amount of income. And so the state isn't able to collect millions and millions in euro, and those funds could be used to provide better services for citizens. So that is also something that comes at a cost to us. It's not just something that's limited to the person that's conducting the activity or to the state, but we have to realize that, for instance, large-scale tax evasion is something that comes at a cost to us. And likewise, for instance, with corruption and with bribery. So public funds aren't being used in the way that they should be used to provide the best services and the best infrastructure to people and to citizens. So money laundering has a cost for each and every one of us. And we may not see it, we may not necessarily feel the impact of it personally, directly, but it is most certainly there, and it's most certainly affecting us.